Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host for today's broadcast, Insane Layer 13, as we are about to get underway for days 6 and 7 here for our ecosystem based on Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's The Lost World. Um, we are in an interesting scenario where one area I feel is basically doomed to collapse, and that would be this corner here of the map, which I feel has no way to survive long term whatsoever. I think there are too many predators. And then we have the complete opposite side of the map, where we know the stegosaurs are likely going to be able to stick around long term with no issue. But everything other than that is either already on the way to extinction, like the predators, or are playing very close with it. So let's start our 30-minute clock, which is a in-game day, and we'll begin in 3, 2, 1. All right, and immediately eggs are found in a large nest. What is this? These are apatosaur eggs. So the apatosaurs are trying to make something happen here in this section of the plateau. Is it gonna work? I have no idea. You have a health issue, apparently. You have a cohabitation discomfort issue, apparently. Oh, and here we are. Stegosaurus coming out now. All right. So, over here on this side, we have one Rex that has completely lost touch with everything else and will need to go back across the river in order to go after prey. But regardless of what this Rex does, Rexes on this side of the plateau are done for. And in all honesty, we only have one adult male Rex, which is already pair bonded. And they have not been able to raise a male to adulthood. So, make of that what you will. We also have an Allosaur, which I believe is still hanging out somewhere inside of that forest. All these stegosaurs are actually starting to make some movement, at least. Oh, here we go. The last brachiosaur on this side of the map. Mind you, this brachiosaur is dealing with a bit of an issue where it feels like there should be more cover and more wetland. But honestly, it's just gonna have to deal with it, I feel. He's got bigger problems. Primarily a Rex that is trying to take the long way around to come at it. Well, either the hunts failed, or the Rex gave up, or something else has occurred. Yeah, I think the Rex has given up. You know what I'm tempted to do? I'm tempted to take the terrain editor and just do real quickly a flattening out just to see the Admonosaurs go. I'm going to do that. Okay, it should be easier for the Admonosaurs to get in and out whenever they end up down there now. So, they can move a lot more freely now, if they so decide. So, Where'd the adult male Rex go? Oh, he's up there. Okay. Yeah, he's the one doing the hunting right now. If he goes after the Admonosaurs, they're toast. There's just no recovery for them. Seems to be a little bit on the quieter side right now, though. Immediately we got eggs put down and new stegosaurs, but other than that, it's been relatively quiet early on today. Oh, as I say that, the one male apatosaur is immediately being gone after. The one adult male apatosaur, that is. Its health is at 10%. It has a fatal injury. That took no time at all. And with that in mind, that is going to have a gigantic negative impact. Oh, life's about to find a way, and here come more apatosaurs. You better hope that these are like a bunch of males and that they all can survive to adulthood. Juvenile male, juvenile male, juvenile male. Okay, so there are 3 juvenile male apatosaurs now. Oh. Well, the Admonosaur is done for. So Admonosaur, while they have 1 left, you can basically put them on the list for guaranteed extinction as well. Now, there's still another juvenile apatosaur male that only has 7 years to mature, instead of the, I think, 10 years that these all have. But other than that, yeah, things are not looking good. It also may end up being an issue that we only have 3 females. It's just not been doing a good job maintaining a balance. This death might be all that takes to knock the apatosaurs out of contention of survival. We'll see. If any of the males can get to adulthood and breed with the older females, they'll be fine. But again, these probably wouldn't be an issue if the species actually did a little bit more spreading out from where we dropped them out at, but this plateau takes up like 2/3 of the map, if not a little bit more, and well, it's not the flattest plateau ever. It's flat enough that traversing should not be an issue. It's just nothing has wanted to really traverse. Meanwhile, on the other side, where's that Rex? It's over here. Way over here. Drives me crazy how this forest sometimes just despawns completely and then will pop back in. This is the lone Admonosaurus female. She is roaming, but she needs to roam to the nest, and she just refuses to do that. There's a medium nest right over there. It's just barely outside of her range, but she just never, ever, ever goes that way. Nest has been claimed by a stegosaur, so it doesn't matter. Stegosaurs are now staking their claim to even more. So yeah, Admonosaur's over here. We have 1 female left, and she is not willing to go and roam toward the nest. Alright, here comes an apatosaur female being gone after now. Hunt failed. You couldn't navigate the trees? I mean, if you need food, there's food right over there, but I guess as they say, T-Rex doesn't want to be fed, it wants to hunt. Are you intentionally going to be obtuse? Alright. Actually has sense enough to, you know, eat when a meal is right there, at least. Oh, wow. Here we go. It's taking a long time to get to this point again, but, we're back to this Rex after this Brachiosaur again. Oh, no, this is not the same one. This is a female. It was a male that he was after earlier. Oh, and Stegosaur is after a... Oh, that's a shot. Can he complete the kill? No. The Stegosaur flees in a panic. A sprain. You better hope that a sprain is something that can recover naturally. I'll give full credit to the lone Allosaur we have. He has done a fantastic job just kind of gradually tearing through the Stegosaurs. He's just not tearing through them at a fast enough rate. But there are enough infant Stegosaurs that if he only focus on infant Stegosaurs, be in a fantastic place. Look at this. There's another one right there, and there's one over there that you nearly killed as well. Do you have the sense to go after either of them? I mean, he is a little bit injured, but if he needs food... This one's in a protecting Yun mode, but... We've seen how that works before, how they'll protect, and the Predator will just walk around to the backside and kill, so... Not exactly the most reliable trick now, is it? Look at that, Juvenile, right there in front of you. Are you gonna go for it? He does. He does. And its health is at 21%. So it's still going. This one's also still going. Literally, you can go after either of them and you'll be fine. And he does. Okay. You have literally everything you need. It's just a matter of you walking to health. Well, here we go. Another attack. This is the male that this Rex had been after so many times earlier. Does it work? So the Brachiosaur on the other side of the island is now under attack as well. Ooh, that's a shot. Is that going to be enough, though? You don't have a lot of health, mate. Oh, you really do not have a lot of health. Are you really going to commit to this fight to the end? No, he is not. He is not committed to the fight to the end. Good news for him is that there is food in the area that he can recover with. Oh, fatal injury. Is that the Brachiosaur on the other side of the island? Looks like it, because it looks like it, whatever it was immediate death. No, that is an Apatosaur that has just gone. No, that's the same Apatosaur. No, that's a different Apatosaur. So yeah, the Apatosaurs are now being burned through. By the time that the males grow up, there won't be any females left to have offspring with, I guess. As I say that, more Stegosaur eggs. There's going to be 3 of them. There are literally only 2 predators here, And the Rexes do not seem to have any interest in going after the, This is the all-male Edmontosaurs? Yes, it is. Because the female will not move. Ironically, the male Edmontosaurs are also not looking at the nest. Alright, well, he's hopped up on food. Water ain't great, but there's water right there. Stamina's fine. He's gradually recovering right now, so... I'm really only looking at this side of the map because this is the side where Fanes actually could still happen. The other side is just guaranteed extinction for, I feel, everything. The Apatosaurs are now swinging. It's only taken about half a day, but the Apatosaurs are now swinging the opposite way when it comes to a gender imbalance, where they're gonna have too many males and no females. And here goes the less Edmontosaur. Is it going to be dead here or not? No, you gave up immediately. Hilarious. You going to try again this time? It's a ways. You're going to have to move a ways. Do you have what it takes to make the distance? Did the tree really stop you? Was that all it took? Oh, this will be it. Or no. Somehow the Rex is just not smart enough to actually commit to the kill. And there's something else that has an injury now, I'm guessing on the other end of the map. Let's see what it is. That is a sprain. Minor fracture. Is that it? Okay, yeah, that's it. Again, don't know if the sprain can be healed naturally. We've seen minor fractures heal. It's like a 1 in 2 chance. Almost at full health again, also. And here we go. Is this going to be the end of the Edmontosaur? Edmontosaurus, is this going to be the end for it? At least on this side of the plateau. Although on the other side of the plateau is probably going to be it also, because the female's too stupid to actually go to the nest and lay eggs. I do not understand how this fight has gone on as long as it has. You're literally right there. I do not understand. You just run up to it and shout at it, and then act surprised when it moves. Oh, that's it. Well, it took the better part of 3 minutes, but finally, the monsters on this side of the plateau are done for. And you burnt up all your food trying to do that as well. Literally everything is right here right now. There are only 2 female adults left. You two better do whatever you can to protect those adult females, because otherwise your species is screwed. Then again, it's literally everything else is just males. Juvenile males, so... 9 years, 6 years, 6 years, 6 years, yeah. That storm did not last long at all. You're still sprained? Yeah, you're still sprained, but it looks like the Allosaur must have recovered. Trees are gone again. Where'd the Allosaur go? There he is. Trees still have not reappeared. Don't know why. Does give us a chance to see the Stegosaur that's moving about. And the Admosaurs. And there's the forest. Okay. And the male Brachiosaur is back to full health and has recovered from its sprain as well. Big issue is that the Brachiosaurs have all moved around so much that they have forgotten about the nest that was right there that they used earlier. So, yeah, not exactly a wise bunch. All right. So at this point, we have 33 left. I think the big thing is that the Stegosaurus can just kind of repopulate endlessly, or near endlessly. Hello. Dominance fight? Okay. It's a domestic fight, and the male runs off. And here come more Stegosaurs again. Where's the Rex that's over here? Is he still... Oh, there's a Stegosaur that's come out here. Oh, it's a juvenile as well. And it's taken quite a bit of damage, so I guess this Rex has done some messing around. Thing is, it needs food. There's a juvenile right there. Does it have the sense to go after the juvenile, or is it going to do something stupid and kill itself? Ooh, well, nope, it went after the juvenile. Honestly, I will say, with the exception of the Baryonyx, which immediately started picking fights and dying instead of, you know, leaving when confronted with larger predators, the predators have not been that terribly stupid in this ecosystem. It's mainly been the herbivores that have been just incredibly stupid. They're in an area, they are over-socialized, they don't have what they're looking for, and instead of moving to somewhere else, they just sit there. And they refuse to look around and try to find better anything. Biggest thing to consider, of course, is that there's only 2 predators here. If the Stegosaurs are popping out 3 kids every time they mate, and the Admosaurs are not smart enough to figure out that there's a nest right there, the Stegosaurs can just gradually outlast the 1 Allosaur and the 1 Tyrannosaur out here. So we're at 35 right now. See, that in itself should tell you. We lost 1 child Stegosaur, and immediately several more popped out. But we have lost just about all sense of diversity on this side of... Well, we've not really lost that much diversity. We still have some diversity, but... You claimed a nesting area. Which one? Did you have the sense to take advantage of this one over here? No. Did you go to this one? No. You claimed a nesting area, but I don't see it. Oh, you're going the ultra long way around. Why that one and not that one? Alright, well... Whatever. It is what it is. Gotta love how you still have this one stegosaur that hangs out way out here. Has literally nothing that it needs outside of water. And it just is too stubborn to move. Oh boy, this could get interesting. How much damage? 98? That's not bad. You took that like a champ. Immediately you're back to full health. Granted, I'm not really sure why the Allosaur thought it was a great idea to go for that fight. Are you gonna go after it? I mean, if you do it, you'll sentence the Admonosaurs to death. Which would be hilarious, considering how they've arguably been one of, if not the... No, I think the Triceratops have honestly been worse off. But... Oh, another domestic dispute. Whack! Right to the jugular. Ooh. Oh, you gave up. You're still at 100% health. You took like 2 shots to the neck. You didn't freak out that far. You went, fight! I'm losing the fight! And you moved 15 feet away, basically. That's like me going to a bar, picking a fight in the bar, getting my ass kicked, and then saying, I'm getting my ass kicked, and then just going to the other side of the bar. That's... Okay, you're going to nest. It's going to be a long walk for you. But they are heading towards the nest. She is heading to the nest. And day 6 is almost over. So that would be a week for the herbivores, for the oldest herbivores, and almost a week for the oldest carnivores. Seriously, nest there. Just go. If you want to give your species any chance of survival, go towards that nest. Oddly enough, one of the male admonistors have actually come over here next to where the female is. Oh, here we go again. This one brachiosaur has stuck around for a ridiculously long period of time, partially because the Rexes just do not seem to be able to navigate around their trees here. Is this going to be it? Oh! Time! So, now that time is up, let's go ahead and run through everything right now, as is. So, the one allosaur, while they are still well on the way to extinction, because they cannot reproduce, he is still around and still kicking. We have one apatosaur. We have two apatosaurs. Females here still. Thankfully, it seems like the Rexes have gone off of distance and we're leaving them all alone for now. So we still have two female apatosaurs, and we have, as a brachiosaur, we have one juvenile that might be being hunted right now, two juveniles, three juveniles, four juveniles. So we have, five juveniles. We have five male juveniles and two female adults. And the juveniles are now being picked off by the Rexes that are here. We still have one male Rex and two adult female Rexes on this side. And we have one on the other side. We have one brachiosaur over here. The admonistors, at least on this side of the plateau, are very much done for. For the brachiosaurs, we have one that is on the way to their nest. And I feel that they will make it with no issue. We have so many godforsaken stegosaurs. We have all the same admonistors that we've had this entire time. We basically have one male, two male, three male, four male, and then we have one female. And the female just refuses to realize that there is nesting right there. Right, that's not the nest they need. The nest they need is there. They are so close. If this admonster can just find the nest, they'd be fine. They would have a chance to rebound. Otherwise, we're just waiting until this one's too old to breed. But yeah, we have one brachiosaur on the way to lay eggs. We have one adult male, one juvenile female. It's relatively close to maturity as well over here. So the species does still have some chance of survival out here. Then the stegosaurs. Oh my goodness, the stegosaurs. Oh my goodness, so many stegosaurs. Just check this out. We've got two over there. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 here. So that's 9. Then we have 10, 11. Yeah, we're at, 12. I forgot 12 there. And we have 34 dinosaurs overall, but 12 of them are stegosaurs. Quite literally, when it comes to diversity, we're losing it altogether. All right. Well, with that in mind, I'll knock out Twitch mandated ad break, and when we come back, we will start day 7 here at Mount Roirama. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here. We are about to start day 7 in 3, 2, 1, go. And immediately we are looking to see if this hunt against the lone brachiosaur on this side of the plateau is going to succeed or not. This Rex has shown an extreme lack of being able to actually lock in, but got a bite in and only took off a little less than 10% of health. Oh, something died. Is it one of the males? It was one of the males. Hunting? You're eating, though. How are you hunting? Oh, this ain't gonna go well. You might want to start moving. Those will probably be the brachiosaur eggs that have gone down. That's a bite. A prolonged bite. Oh my goodness. If that Rex turns back around to go at you again, you're screwed. I mean, you're not doing a great job, even though the brachiosaur is literally heading into open terrain right now. You just shrugged that off. You did. You took a bite to the tail and the leg and you just shrugged it off. You did get those eggs laid, right? Yeah, 1, but that's still better than nothing. Oh, hello. There's a dead stegosaur. Oh, went into a fight and died. And now you're going after why? I don't know why you would consider that as a viable option. The allosaur is literally the only thing trying to temper the stegosaur population, I swear. Oh, yep, here we go. Stegosaur is putting down more eggs already, though. Well, might be panicking for good reason. It's not looking great for you. Good thing you add some kids, but it's not looking really good for you now, is it? Are you squaring up against stegosaurs? That would be interesting. Are you two actually going to square up here? This could get interesting. Ooh, that is a bite. Are you still alive? It still has maintained most of their health as well. Ooh, that's a shot. Ooh, that's a huge hit, though. Less than half. Another big hit like that. Oh, and you've got organ drama, so you can't breed either now. And you're bleeding out slowly by the looks of it as well. You might have escaped the fight for now, but if that Rex comes after you again, there's no coming back. Well, did you have any kids? Nope. Oh. Here comes another Brachiosaur, though. And just as that's happening, the mother is being attacked again. Granted, the Rex still hasn't fully recovered from its bout with the Stegosaur, but... I get that you're hungry, but, like, there's a Stegosaur right over there that is bleeding out, digging deeper, just throw it away. It's at 31% health. If you ran over there and fought with it, you could take it out in a single shot. Male juvenile. So there's a female juvenile earlier and a male juvenile this time. So if these juveniles can stay around, they'll be in a great position long term. Are you going to starve to death because you don't have the sense to go after a weak, dying opponent?
Looks like a sprain is slowing this animal down. Would make it easier to handle, but that's no way to treat our animals. Let's get a medical team out.
Sorry, this is a ecosystem simulation. We let what happens happens. You're down to 25%. If the Rex goes after the juvenile, Brachiosaurs are in trouble. If the Rex goes after the adult here, they're still in trouble. And I think the Rex is too far away to have the sense to go after the Stegosaur that's almost dead. Literally walking away from the animal that critically wounded. Now, we do know that our animals or our species our dinosaurs can recover from sprains. Apparently you got food. Are you flesh grazing? Flesh grazing is a concept where, like, you're not hunting to kill, you just run up and, like, rip a giant piece of flesh off of a large animal and just eat it raw and sustain yourself on that. There's no way that's what they're doing, but... Holy crap! Did you find... Did it finally claim one? Did it finally claim the nest? It did! Holy crap, the Admonosaurs might actually have a chance here. Okay, here we go again. Seriously, easy food, right on the other side. Just... You're gonna go after this, aren't you? Still has maintained a significant amount of health, though. You just kind of shrug them off. I'll give the Brachiosaurs full credit. They are great at just shrugging off hits. Missing prey. I don't know if I'd say that's missing prey. Well, it's over halfway through its life, so... Are you two about to start fighting here? It's literally a case where it's like one bite and you're dead immediately. But this might be it. Yeah, this is it. Doesn't even get a shot in. Literally just barely had enough to just stand up and watch as death came in and took it. Well, food shouldn't be an issue for you now, but you immediately start panicking for whatever reason. Hilarious. Already, you have... You just are looking for food then. You should have plenty of food. Food's basically everywhere for you. Oh. Eggs found. Forward mouse race. So here we are. Now the species is going to bounce, as long as it's not like all males or something. Now the species is set to bounce back. Okay, what about on the other side, where everything is just kind of gradually circling the drain with problems? The male and female Rex duo have actually moved a long way out, but there's nothing out here, but they did move quite a ways out, so I will give them credit. And then all of the apatosaurs are together. There should be one more Rex. Where's the other Rex that should be out here? Okay. There's one there. That's the one that we already know about. There's one. What are you two doing all the way out here? I mean, it's cool to see that you've moved and all, but why did you two go so far out? And you very nearly ran over and killed this juvenile. Have you literally just been stalking this one juvenile the entire time? I think you have. You've literally just followed this one juvenile all the way out here. That's not even much of a hunt, and it's literally just tripped him over. But now the Rex is so far away from everything else that that one might actually end up starving. All the apatosaurs over here might actually have a shot. The only problem is that I think the male apatosaurs over here just... Okay, so 3 years for you, and then you two are still good. So yeah, you two might still have a chance to, you know, breed still, somehow. I can't believe we finally actually had something that went a ways out. That male juvenile apatosaur went farther than literally anything else has. It's just, it was a juvenile, so it couldn't tank shit, and it was completely solo, so it couldn't breed. But it at least actually went out and looked for a new area, and then the Rex followed it, and the fact that the Rex decided to follow... And mind you, this is one of the two breeding Rexes as well. Oh, you brought the juvenile Rex also, which is even stranger. You may have doomed you and your child Rex. Well, the apatosaur is going to bounce back just because this one Rex that was a bonded mate is going to die out here away from everything else from starvation. Well, you can't say that nothing happens, because we most definitely just saw something happening. How long will it take for 2 years in-game to pass? Because I'm doing the 30 minutes in game is one day. Oh, hello. You just gonna run up and shout him again, like you always do? Wait, I want to see this. Allosaurus back at it again. Ooh, that's a shunt. That's a huge hit there. Just barely over half health. And the Stegosaur flees. More interestingly to me, at least, the Allosaur also is only about half health. Oh, and here come the Admonosaurs. The Admonosauruses. You were immediately licking the flick of the wrist when you came out. And that's more females also. A female, a male, a female, and a male. So yeah, 2 of both genders. So if these can get to maximum maturity, get to full maturity, maybe the Admonosaurus species has a chance at recovering. You're still recovering. You're still recovering. You have a food issue. It's not the worst thing ever. Oh, fatal injury for who? Is that the Brachiosaur? Well, whatever it was, it immediately died. So, yep, the Brachiosaur is finally down. You're just draped on top of the Rex. Do you have a plan? Okay, you're just slowly finally going home. The fact that the Rexes over here have only been able to raise females to maturity is honestly kind of the wildest thing. Two years. Can you survive for 2 years? No predators are around, but it is literally only Rexes and Apatosaurs on this side of the map now. There is nothing else. You do not have another species that you can hope will take some of the hit. Oh boy, here we go. Definitely a strange thing for you to go after and hunt, but... because you don't really do a lot of damage to the Brachiosaurs. He literally shrugged that off like it was no issue. I feel like the Brachiosaur is more at risk of falling off the edge than dying to the Allosaur. Now, if there's a group of Allosaurs, okay, yeah, it'd be good reason to be concerned then. Okay, so the Admonosaurs and the Stegosaurs actually like each other. So if they just trade the nest back and forth, they'll be fine. What are you two doing? This is the female with the male, the juvenile male that recently came out, so. Yeah, you're gonna be around for a while, aren't you? Well, when I started this entire thing, I said that I wanted it to go until either we had a second generation, so basically grandkids for every species possible, or a complete collapse. I don't know how long it's going to take for Stegosaurs to have grandkids, but it's going to take the Admonosaurs a very long time. I might just end up ending this early once we've lost the predators on this side of the plateau, and once everything has finished collapsing on the other side, because I don't see any way that the other side of the plateau makes it. Those they need to be super lucky, have females survive to the end, have males survive to the end. You're hungry. Okay, well, food should be all around, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. But yeah, those Apatosaurs over here need a male to survive another 2 years in game. It needs a female to survive that one as well. Then it needs to put eggs down and has to hope that has a breeding pair from the eggs, and that they also survive while there are 3 adults and a juvenile running around over here. So I don't see that happening. The only thing that's helping them right now is that the Rexes are a long way out right now. Oh, wow. Elderly. Can't breed. Oh, dear. Oh, the Apatosaurs may have... I'm not saying it's going to happen for sure, but they may have a shot at recovery. If this is too elderly to breed... Oh, and it's broken the... have you broken your territory? No, it's not broken the territory. Okay, it's just a massively expanded territory. But you've kind of forgotten where your mate is. So yeah, the Apatosaurs might be able to survive just by barely toughing it out and going past the Rexes in life somehow. That, coupled with the fact that the Apatosaur male is about to mature, and we still have 2 females, if they can get the kid to get to maturity and the Apatosaur can lay eggs, they may survive on this side of the island. They'll still have Rexes running around, hunting them, but unless the male that's over here wisens up and goes to its mate to lay eggs, it's over. Again, this fight. Why? I do not understand. You can't make this fight work. This one's a little bit more interesting, because the Rexes actually have a lot more damage that they're able to do to the Brachiosaurs. Oh, and this Brachiosaur's old as well. That's not going to help. Hunt failed, though. Took that on the chin. So yeah, everything that we put down at the start is now actually getting old and starting to die off. This Allosaur needs to start going back after Stegosaur kids. That's literally its best hope, and there are so many Stegosaur juveniles around. There's, like, no reason not to. Heck, Admonosaur juveniles would work as well. Admosaurs need multiple nests. I mean, you put down kids earlier, though, so I'm more than a little bit confused. Funny thing is, we finally actually have a species, a male-female duo. Male, female. Yeah, we had a male-female duo that finally got to this other large nest, but, yeah. Let's go ahead, just for you guys. There. Will that make you guys a little bit happier? I'm only doing that because I know these Brachiosaurs have just not bothered going that way. Brachiosaurs are more interested in going to the nests that are over here, so... What are you after? You're after the same Brachiosaur that you've not been able to make happen anytime? I told you it wouldn't work. Literally, there are juvenile stegosaurs over here. It's easy food. Just get them. Are you flesh grazing? I guess he's just flesh grazing. It's weird that this game has the sense to, you know, simulate flesh grazing, but that does seem to be what it's doing. Are you finally? No, you're not, because you're missing prey. Why did you go all the way out here, though? There's nothing out here. Were you just trying to get away from everything else because you were just pissed off? Well, what of the Allosaur? I will say, despite the fact that they marked themselves for extinction just due to aging out and not having a breeding pair very early, this lone remaining Allosaur has definitely won me over. Again, there are infant stegosaurs over here. Well, just one, but there is food for you. Yeah, right there. Oh. Oh, he's after something. Protecting young. What young? Is there young here? Oh, I see it now. Oh, you distracted. Oh, time. Actually, I'm going to let this play out. Because I burned up time naming stuff earlier. I'm going to let this fight play out. Oh! Are you going to kill it? Are you going to finish the job? You do a crap job protecting Yun. Yep, you finished the job. Alright, and with that, let's do a little bit of a summary here. What the? That's not what I wanted to do. Why? Don't know why I did that. That's actually more than a little bit annoying. Anyways, so let's go ahead and recap. On the section of the island where everything looked like it was done for, the female Rex and the male Rex are actually moving away from everything else. They are finally breaking away and moving elsewhere. They picked a very bad time to do it because the female, this is the only male. This is his daughter. He's pair bonded to his wife, and they have lost contact with said wife. So the Rexes are going to die relatively shortly here, I imagine. This one's going to starve to death. This one is just going to age out and might starve to death as well. And these two are on the route to starving to death as well. We still have 5 apatosaurs, 2 adult females who I think are still in egg-laying age, and then 3 young males that one of them is hungry, but I think he can survive. If this one can get to full maturity and they can lay some eggs for females, or just breeding pairs, I think the apatosaurs have a shot. But if they lay eggs and there's only a bunch more males, and there are no females coming out, I think the apatosaurs may be screwed, and we may see everything die here. Not from overhunting, but just by losing the genetic lottery when it comes to having kids. On this side of the island, on this side of the plateau, things are a little bit more interesting. The Stegosaurs still have the massive advantage, but not to the extent that they did earlier. They have lost a little bit. The one remaining Rex is actually getting relatively old and will likely die relatively shortly here. The Brachiosaurs are still doing okay. One of them is actually making it to old age. The Admonosaurs have finally had kids. Real quickly, let's go ahead and look at all the Admonosaurs we have real quickly. We have 4 juveniles, 4 males, and 1 adult female. 1 adult female, 4 adult males, and then 2 juvenile females, 2 juvenile males. Then when it comes to Stegosaurs, yeah, there's your 1 lone Allosaur here, who's just completed the hunting of a Stegosaur juvenile. We still have 1 Stegosaur all out here. He is old, alone, but he seems to be happy. And then we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a juvenile, 7, another juvenile, 8, another juvenile, 9. So we have 9 Stegosaur juveniles. So yeah, this side of the plateau is just about done for. The other side of the plateau is still kicking. And I think this side of the plateau is just about done, because once the Rex dies from age, and the Allosaur either gets killed by a Stegosaur or dies from age as well, everything's locked in. There's not really going to be any further changes. So while this stream episode was supposed to only be for days 6 and 7, I'm going to go ahead and run another simulation. This will be day 8, day 9 technically for all the herbivores, but it will be day 8, and we're going to see how the rest of this plays out, because I think we're about to see, I still think there is a high likelihood of ecosystem collapse on one side of the plateau, and on the other side of the plateau, I think we're going to see herbivore domination, because all of the predators look like they're just going to die. But we're going to do another day here. Just need to start up the clock again. And we'll begin in 3, 2, 1, go. This should take care of some of your food issues, at least. Are you going to immediately go after another one? He did. Immediately, he went after another one. And the 2 Stegosaur parents just kind of stick around like, I don't know. Oh, this is an old one. Oh, we're gonna have a fight here, aren't we? Nope. Alistair says, I have better things to do than that. Okay, and stegosaurs are now about to start breeding again, and they are fighting again. And one of the apatosaurs have matured. The young male has matured. So as long as this group remembers where that nest is, please tell me they have not forgotten the nest. Oh my goodness, they can't find the nest. Are you serious? They've forgotten where the nest is. Oh my goodness. If it's not one thing, it's another. Please, one of the females, move northward, find the nest. Otherwise, you guys are screwed. There were Rexes over here. Where'd they go? Oh, they're coming back. Yeah, because the daughter is getting hungry. Shouldn't have followed your mother out after what was relatively a small snack. Yeah, Rexes are, unless they rush back to the nest and claim the nest early, Rexes are doomed to die on this side of the island. Look at that. It's right on the edge of what they can claim. It's right there on the edge. They just need to go north a little bit more. Just go a little bit more north, and you'll remember it, and you can lay eggs and bring some life back to your species. Oh. New nest. New eggs. Stegosaurs, I guess? Yes, stegosaur eggs. There's a Rex over here, isn't there? Where is she? There she is. Long ways away from everything else still. Yeah, I think we're basically in the final moments, frankly. I feel like everything's just about stabilized out. It's really just a matter of how much more damage can the stegosaurs do, and if the apatosaurs are smart enough to lay eggs before the Rexes come at them in one last chance. Roaming, please. Tell me that you're about to rediscover the nest. Please tell me you're about to rediscover the nest. Please tell me you're about to rediscover the nest. It's right there. It's right there. Just keep going north, please. It's right there. Come on. Come on, you're so close. Please tell me you're not really close to dying either. Okay, you still have some life to you, but come on. I see you changing the boundaries a bit. You can do this. Come on. Why does it feel like that the boundaries are collapsing in the direction that it's going? One second, I'm going to do something here. Right there, it's a little smoother through there. So it should be a little easier for you to move forward here, I imagine. Right? Surely. Just find the nest, please. You can do this. You can find the nest. She's going in the right direction, but for whatever reason, the boundaries are not shifting despite the fact that she is roaming. Come on, you can do this. Here we are. It's moving. Come on. Just keep going. You can claim the nest. Come on. Low health for who? Is it the juvenile over here? Yes, it's the juvenile who thought it was a good idea to follow its mother after a tiny morsel. The mother has abandoned her, and now she's likely going to starve to death. Alright, come on. Look at this. You are so close. Just keep going. You're so close. Look at this. You are so close. Come on, you can breed. I believe in you. I think if I end up redoing this, I would only redo this area if Megalosaurus gets added to the game. But if I ever redo this, I will put I'll put a little bit more effort in flattening out the terrain. Come on, you're almost there. You're almost there. It's so close. You're right on the bleeding edge of it right now. Come on. Storm warning. Oh, wonderful. Better hope that this is a short storm. Are we doing this again? Yes, we are. Once again, the tornadoes go only after the area where the people are. They do not care about anything else. Well, I'm not too worried because I have a maintenance crew out there. Oh, life. More stegosaurs. 4 more. Again, most important thing is the apatosaur. Come on. The nest is right there. Actually, it's in your territory now. It is in your territory. We just need the... Yes! Nesting area has been claimed. All right. I'm going to flatten out a little bit more terrain here.
Panicking dinosaurs don't exactly encourage our guests to spend, and that makes me panic. Tend to that dinosaur like your paycheck depends on it. Because mine definitely does.
Why do I have a... Okay, well, it's gone now. That was weird. I mean, you guys can repair. I have stuff down. You guys can repair without issue. I'm not worried about that. See? See what I mean? I have maintenance crews that go and repair stuff. Why are you not? Okay, anyways. Back to what we actually care about. Biggest issue right now is the risk of the Rex coming at the apatosaur. And the apatosaur doesn't get a chance to lay eggs. That is the biggest Rex we have. The nesting area has been claimed, but the storm came just at the wrong time and kept it from, being able to reproduce. And I don't know how long the storm's going to take. Alright, well, officially, the storm is over now. So, moving to nests. Come on! Come on! If at least one thing is going to survive on this side, it has to be the apatosaur. Oh, something else is low on health as well now. What is it? Is it the... Is the other Rex. Who lost contact with everything else. And is now starving to death. So, yeah. Stupidity. It's funny, I said earlier, oh, wow, the carnivores actually can be a little bit smart. And then we've seen a mother-daughter duo chase a pathetically small morsel way away from food, kill it, and then starve to death trying to come back. So I take back what I say. Everything has been acting stupid. Yeah, okay. Lifespan's still relatively young. Biggest problem, of course, is that the nest is in a perfect overlap with the Rex's territory. But again, the thing with the Rexes is that the old one is en route to starving as well very shortly. Okay, Stegosaurs have claimed another nest again. But we know the Stegosaurs are fine. The Mosasaurs are a little bit tougher to figure out, but we know the Stegosaurs are fine. It's literally, this is it. It's just a matter of will the Apatosaur make it to the nest, and then can they have kids? Because the Rexes here are not doing well. They have forgotten how to have kids, basically. Because they are pair-bonded and both members are old and stupid, they're just not going to make it. It's hilarious, because normally old anything is like, oh, wow, well, there's a reason why they'd be old. They must be really good at surviving, but it's literally just been, no, they were both stupid. Oh, something died. That's probably the juvenile, isn't it? Yep, the juvenile died. And the mother has still forgotten where everything else is and is still likely going to die very shortly as well. Okay, here we are. Come on. You're so close. You are so close. Again, a lot of this is just going to come down to we don't know what the gender is going to be. It needs to be at least a balanced gender. If it's a balanced gender ratio, they'll be fine. If it's females, considering they have males that are all very close to maturing, they'll be fine as well. Oh, hello. More Stegosaur eggs. And finally, Finally, there are 3 of them. And just in time, too, because immediately here comes a Rex. But literally just in time. Giving your species a chance. Looking for food. You have gone away from all of the food. There is nothing in the area, pretty much. I don't know what you were expecting. Oh, here comes Medium Al at it again. Oh, did you kill the... Yeah, I killed the juvenile. Oh. I don't even think he was going for the juvenile. Juvenile was just... Well, that's going to set the brachiosaurs back a bit, because they don't have a lot. They can't really afford a hit. That might be enough to wipe out the brachiosaurs going forward. Because they're still a ways away from being in a reproductive situation again here. Why are you going after the same thing all the time? I do not understand. There is food right there that you just got, and if it's not food, if it's just for the sake of hunting, you literally do not have the tools to take that down. I do not understand what your reasoning is. Oh my god, going after it again! You're going to exhaust yourself doing nothing. Oh, something else died. That's probably the mother Rex that's dead. Yeah. Rexes are officially on the being eliminated list now. You're not a bright one. Nothing here is very bright. I feel like that's like the biggest thing. It's just that nothing has been very intelligent by any means. Are you going to starve to death? Yeah, you went so far out and you burned up all of your energy, you might end up starving to death. Now your daughter has a little bit better chance going forward. Not great, but is a little bit better. They just need to keep roaming and they'll find apatosaurs again. I will say that I have definitely learned that if I do another one of these, which I do want to do in the future, I need to make sure that the terrain is flat. It cannot be sort of flat, sort of not. It needs to be legitimately flat as everything, because otherwise everything just stops trying to move about. Oh, here we go. There are 3 of them. Male, female, male. All right, there's a shot. Brachiosaur again. Why? You don't have the skills or the weapons for it. I do not understand why you are so locked in on that. Meanwhile, I think that was one of the juveniles that hadn't grown up that's died. No, that was an adult. It was the adult male. So now the apatosaurs are back at square one, basically. Now, granted, these two are both about to mature very shortly here. So we have 1 Rex here that is alive. 1 Rex way out here that is just about dead. Oh no, who is dead. We have the elderly Rex that is dying. Or was dying. I guess they got flesh grazing in. And then we have the Rex over here that has forgotten literally everything and is also dying. And more stegosaurs. 4 more at that. I put an extra nest down for the admonosaurs, but they seem to have forgotten that they can do stuff. Oh, here we go. If you pull this off, I'm going to be a little bit impressed. I mean, actually, I wouldn't be that impressed. But the Rexes have come back just at the last possible moment, as if they're like trying to do a 11th hour comeback to kill off the Apatosaurs. I feel like the Rexes have kind of realized, well, we can't actually survive to the end, so let's just kill everything here. And they've been very targeted with what they have been killing. Because now they've killed the only male that can breed, and now they're going to go after the only 2 remaining females that can breed. Because that's it. Everything else is juvenile. Well, no, you're not juvenile. You're not juvenile. You're not juvenile. Yeah, there's literally only 2 species, only 2 Apatosaurs right now that are not juveniles. And it's the 2 breeding age females. And they are so close to having breeding age males, but if the breeding age males don't mature like now, it kind of doesn't matter. How much longer do you have to live, actually? I know there's a life thing around here somewhere. I can't find it. Oh, crap, I don't know what it is. Well, I mean, it's elderly, so it's not going to have a whole lot longer, but... For some reason, it won't show what its... It won't show what its parents were. Oh! Owl's finally gone after something its own size, and immediately is taking a gigantic wallop to the face. And this might be it for the Allosaur. Are you going to give up, or are you going to commit to this? No, he gives up wisely. This Stegosaur actually got out of there with minimal injury. Darn. Is he not aware that there are infants around and the Stegosaurs are just stupid? He might just be bored. Honestly, it may just be a case that Medium Owl just keeps getting bored of going after infants. And he wants to do something bigger. Oh, are you going to square up again? You're going to die from this, mate. If you try to do this fight, you're going to die. Ooh, that was a hit. But it's still going to be alive. Those glancing hits are usually only enough to take off 4/5 of their health. You're going to have to hit it again. And he did. Well, food's not going to be an issue for him, at least. What are you shouting at? There is nothing in your area. Like, honestly, I look and there is nothing in your terrain. You finally should be happy. There is nothing around where you live. Although, my goodness, is it ridiculously packed. Look at this. Look at how many stegosaurs there are. 3, 6, 10, 13, 14. Yes, in this picture right here are 14. And then a dead one. And then there's a 15th here. And then there's the 16th one that's been way out here by himself this entire time. Now, we are up to like 63 dinosaurs. Well, no, we're not at 63, are we? No, we're at 42. Primarily just because the stegosaurs are exploding, because there's just... The Rexes can kill them pretty much one hits, but the Rexes have not been in... The one Rex left has not been interested. The Allosaurs just do not have what it takes to make it. Playing a very dangerous game right now. Okay, another stegosaur has matured. We're just playing a very dangerous game right now with the apatosaurs. Literally, just 1 year from maturity. They're so close to maturing. Oh! Just did it, right in front of us. Alright. Patasaurs have another chance to put down more kids. Was this really one of the first? Are Patasaurs just legitimately that long-lived? Oh, more stegosaurs. Here we go again. Why can't you breed? Oh, it's probably because you recently put down eggs. That explains it. And the other apatosaur female has finally got... Okay, so... if she can get to the nest without being killed... she'll make it. Granted, she needs food also, but... we are definitely in what I would consider to be the end game. Because the Rex over here is so close to death. And the Allosaur is not super long-lived for this world either, honestly. You're still recovering from those hits you took, didn't you? Yeah, you are. Another apatosaur male has matured as well. So yeah, now it would be a lot harder for the Rexes over there. Oh! Time to pause again. Okay, so that would be day 9. Well, day 8. How much longer do we want to go? Because I feel like everything's pretty much locked in. There's not a lot more changes that are going to happen. At this point, it's literally just a matter of if/when the Admosaurs are going to breed again. Because they have a adult female, and they have some juvenile females as well. So breeding again should not be that much of an issue. for them. For the stegosaurs, it's literally just going to be endless breeding forever. Like, you'd think the stegosaurs were Mormons or something. And that's it. There are brachiosaurs, and there is kind of a question on if they're going to lay eggs again. But other than that, like, we know they're going to survive. There's 2 females, and then an adult male as well. Is this the one that's, like, really close to the end of its life? Well, it's also had a kid already also, but yeah. Yeah, so everything's solved over here. We know what's going to happen. It's just a matter of how long will it take for the last 2 carnivores over here to die. And then you go to the other end of the map, and everything's finally clustered back together. It's literally just, do these 2 remaining Rexes have what it takes to just wipe out the breeding apatosaurs? And we're kind of at a point where I don't really feel that's the case. You got 2 breeding females and 2 breeding males. They'd have to kill 4, and one of these Rexes are relatively close to death anyway, just due to age. So again, I don't see that happening. I'm not saying it can't happen, I just don't see it happening. I think the apatosaurs are just barely going to be able to pull through on this side of the island. They'll have this side of the plateau, and they'll have the entire plateau, this entire section all to themselves. And over here, it's just going to be stegosaur heaven with a little bit of hadrosaurs, and that's it. Like, I think this ecosystem is done for. It's solved. I don't think there's really a point in going any farther. What's the highest number stegosaur we have right now? 7, 28, 30, 31, 32. I want to check something with 32 here. It's just had a lot of siblings, but we've not had any stegosaurs, I think, that are second generation, though, interestingly enough. No, this is second generation. Yeah, you can tell this one is second generation because we only put down 6 stegosaurs. We put down 3 breeding pairs. So that would be 001, 002, 003, 004, 005, 006. Its parents are not. Its parents are in the second generation. This is a third. So 25, 27, 28, and 26... that is second generation. So yeah, everything that can be second generation has had a second generation. So yeah, I think that at least is done. The hadrosaurs are nowhere close to having another generation. They just keep forgetting to have kids. And they're going to over-socialize themselves to death because of how many stegosaurs there are. But yeah, and the apatosaurs are still a long ways out from having next generation kids. But their family tree is goofy. They've had mothers having kids with their sons, so yeah. But I think it's gonna work. I think we kind of figured it out. Really, stegosaurs are just the ultimate winners, and then the apatosaurs are probably the next best, and then the third best species is arguably the hadrosaurs, because they're, well, either that or the brachiosaurs, depending on how you look at it. There are more hadrosaurs, but the brachiosaurs have, actually reproduced multiple times. And then besides that, everything else seems to be just screwed. But, yeah. I think that's done. I'm going to pull up the list real quickly so later on everyone can count. That's it. Yep. Yeah, with that in mind, I say that we're done. I think we're done with this experiment, with this plateau experiment. It's taken 8 days, technically 9, because day 0 was a thing where I put down all the herbivores, but it took 8 days, or 9, however you want to look at it. And in the end, stupidity is the biggest thing I feel that really changed how everything went. The baryonyxes had no reason to stay in a hyperpopulated area. They did. Picked fights and got killed out of it. The Triceratops were way too aggressive and did not have the muscle to back up the aggression, and they all went away very quickly. The Rexes had this corner of the map locked down, and then 2 of their number starved themselves to death, including one of the only members of the only breeding pair. I think stupidity has, and then, yeah, I really feel, stupidity has been the biggest thing. I will, when I do this in the future, I will definitely alter the train a bit more to make sure it's a little bit better balanced, but I consider this finished. I don't think there's anything more you can take from this experience. So with that in mind, I've been your host for today's broadcast, Insane Lear 13. I want to thank you all very much for joining us today. And tomorrow I'll be doing our normal SEC streaming, as they'll be doing their season finale at Nürburgring. Maybe doing a little bit more streaming after that for as well. But for now, this ecosystem experiment is done for. And I will eventually come back with another ecosystem experiment. But I say that we're done here. Thank you everyone for joining us. Farewell and goodbye, everyone. Literally, just as I was going to end this episode, things started happening. Go figure. You took that like a champ, though. Are you heading to this nest to lay eggs, or you just come out here for kicks? Okay, well, yeah, that's it. Let's end this.